more time.
Only the one, bro.
Hey, what's going on, Who That Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. And this is the post-game show of the State of the Saints podcast to break down the Saints' loss to the Green Bay Packers by a score of 37-30. You know, Who That Nation? I picked the Green Bay Packers to win this football game when I was doing my predictions. And people looked at me like I was crazy. You know, people like, man, what's going on? I can't believe you picked the Green Bay Packers to win this football game. TJ, how could you? Who That Nation? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the New Orleans Saints are not a good football team. In the year of 2020, Who That Nation? The New Orleans Saints are not a good football team. This is a team that has a lot of holes in it. This is a team, in my opinion, is not Super Bowl ready. And if I can be 100% honest with you, this is a team that is not going to make the playoffs. I'm talking about as of right now. This New Orleans Saints team is not a team that can make the playoffs. The Green Bay Packers went up and down the field on the New Orleans Saints defense, which I pretty much expected. You know, I said that they were going to expose the Saints secondary by throwing the ball down the field. And as you can see, Lazard had a field day. I'm ready to concede that Marshawn Lattimore is slow right now. As much as I like Marshawn Lattimore, as much as I consider him as the best corner the Saints have ever had, Marshawn Lattimore is absolutely slow, pathetic, get beat all the time, at least once or twice a game. And, you know, looking at this Saints defense, why in the hell would you want to throw the ball down the field? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to throw the ball down the field if you were offense? Why wouldn't you want to throw the ball down the field? It's two things going to happen, right? It's going to be pass interference or it's going to be a good a deep pass. This is not a good football team, folks. And anybody around here that's waving their pom-poms and cheering, saying, I believe, I got hope. Hope is the name of a female. Right now, the Saints don't have any hope. As long as they continuously allow teams to just go downfield on them, the Saints can't stop a nosebleed. You got to call a spade, folks. The Saints cannot stop a nosebleed. And Drew Brees cannot get the ball down the field. I don't want to hear anybody talking about Drew Brees can get the ball down the field. Now, I will concede, this isn't the reason why the Saints lost tonight. It was the defense. The defense was the reason why the Saints lost tonight. Drew Brees played efficient. But the thing about it is, he can't get the ball down the field. And for all those people that's living in denial and acting like, oh, man, Drew Brees, he can get the ball down the field. The wide receivers can't get open. They pinpointed receivers that were wide open. Did you not see Devontae Harris on a wheel route? Did you not see Traquan Smith sitting in the middle of the field? Did you not see Emmanuel Sanders deep on a post route? So all those people out there that's been Drew Brees sympathizers and they're going, man, they ain't Drew Brees. Man, stop living in the past. Some of y'all still stuck in 1992 when the Saints weren't very, very good, and y'all can't see past that. But Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill was the main issue to the New Orleans Saints losing. So I can hear everybody now, man, y'all sure y'all want Taysom Hill? Y'all sure y'all want Taysom Hill? Right? On that RPO. That was the thing that sealed the deal. In this game, you cannot afford to have a turnover. The Saints had a turnover at the worst point. The defense made a stop on Aaron Jones, who was not a factor tonight, and yet they still lose. They still lose. The Saints are not a good football team. The Saints will not make the playoffs if they continuously play the game like this. Sean Payton, my man, you had Latavius Murray and Alvin Kamara acting a plumb fool in this game. Let me see. Let me pull it up right here. I got my phone right here. I want to make sure that I ain't tripping. I want to make sure I ain't tripping in Who Dat Nation. So I got my phone right here to give me the stats here. Let me pull it up. Okay. Alvin Kamara had 9.7 average per rush. Latavius Murray had 4.8 yards per rush. Who Dat Nation? What in the hell are you doing trying to throw the ball? But once again, Sean Payton got a grandstand. He got a hot dog. He got to show everybody it's Sunday Night Football. I'm a genius. Let me throw the ball down the field. This was not the game to throw the ball down the field. Alvin Kamara was beasting. Latavius Murray was beasting. And yet you still try to throw the ball down the field. And once again, Who Dat Nation, I had the Saints losing this game, but that doesn't mean that I'm happy that they lost. I am sick and I am tired of year after year watching this defense get shredded like cheese, get beat deep. You continuously bring the same folks every single year. You bring these people to us. Every single year, you bring the same suspects out there that can't cover if they had a blanket, a Snuggie, or a tent. And we are subjected as Saints fans to watch these guys get beat deep constantly. What in the hell is going on? Are you that arrogant? Are you that cocky? Are you that full of yourself that you feel like, oh, they're going to get it? It's obvious. It's obvious, Who Dat Nation, that these guys aren't good. Aaron Glenn needs to go. Dennis Allen needs to go. Mike Hodges is a step down from Mike Nolan, who was the linebacker coach who went to Dallas. This team is not good. Anybody that thinks that this team is good, please, in the words of Stephen A. Smith, stay off the weed because you are high. This is a pathetic football team that cannot make stops. You matriculate the ball downfield by nickel and dominant. And anybody that thinks that Drew Brees still got it, you are an ass. Straight up. I don't really go that route. I don't go that route. But I have to call it for what it is. You are an ass if you think that Drew Brees still got it. The majority of Drew Brees' passes were because wide receivers broke tackles. Nickel and dominant down the field is not going to do it. And anybody that thinks that is insane. Absolutely insane. But the turnover by Taysom Hill was the reason why the Saints lost today. I wish that they probably would have used Taysom Hill a little bit more offensively. That RPO pass was, it was Taysom Hill's fault. It was on Taysom. But I still stand by what I said. You have to use him more. In this game right here, running the football would have got you the victory. You would have controlled the time of possession. You would have got out of there with a victory. But Sean Payton, in grandstand fashion, has to show the entire world how great he is, how wonderful he is. He has to go out there and try to throw the ball all over the place. This was not the game to throw the football, but yet he did it anyway. And yet the Saints stand here 1-2, middle of the pack in the NFC South, and Tampa Bay is leading the division. This team will not make the playoffs if they continuously play like this. They will not make the playoffs. I hate to say it. I'm about to call it for what it is. The Saints will not make the playoffs with Drew Brees as quarterback. There, I said it. You have the Green Bay Packers here tonight. We all know their defense sucks. It sucks. The reason why you think that Drew Brees, he had 3 touchdowns, that's because Green Bay Packers defense suck. If you don't believe me, go look at the final scores of the last 3 games that they played. This defense is not good at all. Their offense is good. Anybody that think, man, Drew Brees had 3 touchdowns, please go and take a look at Green Bay over the last 3 weeks. Go look at how defenses have shredded their defense and come back to me and tell me that. The reason why Drew Brees had 3 touchdowns is because Green Bay's defense sucks. The Saints will not make the playoffs if Drew Brees is playing quarterback this way, and if the defense continuously gets shredded like cheese and get beat deep, burnt like a biscuit, smoked like brisket every single time. Where the hell was Cam Jordan tonight? Where the hell was Cam Jordan? He's an all-pro. That's what it was told to me. He has double-digit sacks, 15 sacks last season. That's what was told to me. But where the hell was he tonight? Where was the front four? Where was the pressure? I get better pressure from my tires than I got from the Saints defense tonight. The only person defensively that showed up tonight was Demario Davis. That's the only person tonight defensively that showed up. This defense is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Sorry. Pathetic. This is the worst defense I've ever seen in my entire life right here. Every single year, time after time. Am I watching Stephon Anthony and Haloi Kakaha take the field back in 2015? Am I watching Brandon Browner? What the hell am I watching here? Why can't we just have a good defense? Why are we watching Tampa Bay shut teams down? Why are we watching teams who have sorry defenses turn a corner and become better, but the Saints can't? How? Why? Why? Why can't we have a shutdown defense? Why can't we have a defense that can get pressure on a quarterback? Why can't we have a defense that can stop guys from going deep? Why can't we have linebackers that can cover tight ends and running backs? Why? Why? I just don't get it. I just do not get it. I don't, Who That Nation. I just don't. I don't have the answers. I wish I had the answers. I've been doing the State of the Saints podcast for the last 3 years. I do not have the answers. It is pathetic. But I will say this. The Saints running game played well tonight. This is the Saints DNA right now. And as long as Sean Payton continuously parades Drew Brees out there, and some of y'all people that straight up denial, man, Drew Brees, man, he the best, man. Man, it's the offensive line, man. It's the running backs, man. It's the wide receivers can't get open, man. As long as he continues to do this, the Saints ain't winning a damn thing. Period. Period, folks. I'm sorry. It is what it is. They're not winning a damn thing. I honestly, folks, I ain't got much else to say after this. I don't. I'm about to open up the line. I'm gonna let y'all talk. Because this, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I am sick and I am tired watching the New Orleans Saints every single year. We think that, oh man, they got this, they got this, they got that, they fixed this issue, they fixed that issue, and yet we have the same issues time after time again. I'm done. I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to say. Your boy Jay, what's going on, man?
Oh man, what's good, TJ man? How you doing?
What's up, man? What you got for me?
I got a lot I gotta say, but I'm gonna keep it short and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It was like having a nightmare of the 2015 Saints out there on defense. I don't know what I saw. I'm embarrassed. I don't even want to text my girlfriend. I don't want to do anything. First, what I want to say, it was in the third quarter. We had the ball, it was like 3rd and 2. We did not run the ball that whole possession. Pass after pass after pass. I don't know what is Sean Payton doing. I'm calling for Dennis Allen and Aaron Glenn's jobs immediately. They should be fired on this. They should be gone. After the performance these last 3 weeks, we can't sit here and count this Buccaneers win as something special. No, the past 3 weeks, what we have seen has absolutely been awful.
Pathetic.
You got Mark Williams tackling people and the ball is uncatchable. Like, what are you doing? You got Marshawn Lattimore getting burnt. Like, what? You got PJ Williams getting burnt.
You know what, your boy Jay, like, I mean, I'm at a loss for words. You know the most pathetic thing about all of this is like we can copy and paste these type of feelings that we have right now 3-4 years ago. This is pathetic. Like, this is pathetic. This is awful, man. Like, for real. But I mean, what can you do? What can you do?
It's man. This has been going on, and I've been telling people this. This has been going on the past 4 years.
Yep.
Every single week, somebody's gonna throw the ball deep down the field. It's either gonna be caught or flags thrown.
Right.
At this point, I feel like I can go out there and be quarterback for the Saints and throw farther than Drew Brees right now. I haven't played quarterback since high school. Like what? I mean,
like I said, man, I don't really know what to say. But your boy Jay, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, bro. Take it easy, man. All right. I got the last Saint, man. What's going on, man? Hey, go ahead, man. Tell me what you got to say, man. I'm at a loss for words. I ain't got nothing else.
You remember that Alvin Kamara touchdown?
Yeah, I do.
That 50-yard play he did.
Right.
I shed a tear because Drew Brees turned into a check down master, man. Dude, I almost cried because I was like, if that was any other person, they would have got their brains ripped out. Thank God it was Alvin Kamara, man.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to tell people since last year that Drew Brees is washed up. All right. He cannot, this is not prime Brees. This ain't 5K Brees. This ain't completion master Brees. This is old man Brees, dude. This team was built for the run. Yo, why you think we losing games, bro? Michael Thomas not here. That's why people keep calling Michael Thomas a slant man. He only built for the slant because Drew Brees is only built for short throws. All right, his arm is weak. Last year we went 5-0 without Drew Brees. Without him, bench him, get rid of him. I'd rather go 50-50 with Jameis Winston. At least I know Sean Payton will force the run. At least I know Jameis Winston will throw deep bombs and touchdowns because he's built for it. Bruh, we went 5-0 last season just running the ball. Latavius Murray got 10 yards on average running the ball this game. What's wrong with these coaches, man?
I don't know.
This defense turning into 2016. I almost burned my jersey 2017. Like, this team is playing like trash, bro. That's why we need Michael Thomas. Emmanuel Sanders not getting nothing done.
Look, last thing, it's over. Like, anybody come up in here trying to defend Drew Brees, it's over, man. It's done. It's done. Like, can he get the ball? Can he be efficient? Can he get the ball to a receiver? Yes, it's over. It's over. Hey man, but I appreciate it, man. We got a lot of people that's trying to chime in. Last thing, appreciate it, man. Take it easy. All right, man. We're gonna move on, man. We got Ernest up in this thing, man. What's going on, man?
Hey man, TJ, thanks for letting me get on the vine, bro. Much blessings to you and your family and your young one.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
proud of you, bro.
Yeah, man.
In
Appreciate
South
it, man.
Carolina.
Yeah, man. I'm out here,
bro.
man.
I'm in Los Angeles, bro. I have to put up with these people on the freeway. And, you know, I'm all same style with my sticker on my truck and everything. But, you know, we play better. We ain't got to burn no jerseys. We just got to come to reality that, you know, I mean, I played Nord ball in the lower nine. You know, we play hard. We didn't even have a football. We played with a rock. Right. Okay, so I know we hard. I know some of these dudes that put on the Saints jersey ain't hard as we are. You know what I'm saying, bro? I think that, you know, we just need to get rid of Mickey Loomis. Sean Payton is a little bit long in the tooth. You know, we need to clean house. Mr. Benson cleaned house with Mike Dicker and his foolishness. They dancing too much. Marcus Lattimore and them, they dancing. You got to run down to the field and get on TV. You're already on TV. Just make a play and go to the goddamn bench. It's over, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? I mean, I'm done. I can't stand all of that, bro. In front of the camera, bro. I'm old school, bro. I'm old school. I'm JFK class of 82. I'm here to let everybody know. Right. Okay? You know, I mean, this is disrespectful. Right. I mean, don't we have any pride? I mean, I wear a Saints jersey with pride, and it's a number 9, but I realize that the time is come and gone. This young kid is dynamite, number 41, and we're wasting his prime like we did AD's prime. So, I mean, I'm going to let some of the other heads chime in, but Cam can't do it by himself. Michael Thomas can't play defensive back when he come back. These dudes here is, you know, suspect and toast. Janoris Jenkins, all that Jack Rabbit talk, garbage. Jenkins showed up better tonight. He played a good game. Demario Davis is a beast. Alzoni and them dudes I don't know where they are. Can't find them. And Andreas Pete went out. Ruiz is a beast. I see McCoy is a beast. We wasting these kids' time, bro. And that's all I got to say. TJ, much blessings to you, bro, and your mom. Holla at you, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Bro. Hey, man, I feel you. I feel you, man. Shouts out to Ernest, man. Look like he was full of that tonic, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, man, I don't think he need to clean house or anything like that, man. But I echo his sentiments, man. I echo his sentiments. The two nerds, man, what's going on? What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, TJ? How you going?
Man, I'm good, man. What you got for me?
Man. Just watching this game tonight. I thought we started out pretty good.
As always.
Yeah, as always. But I just gotta say this, man. I don't know what people are looking at when they say we need to just ride with the ship. Baloney. Honestly, it's time to go in another direction at quarterback. I mean, I've said this time and time again. Drew Brees, he ain't got it no more, man. He don't. And I'm not gonna put it all on him tonight while we lost, but he was one of the main reasons. It was him and the defense. The Taysom Hill fumble was a crucial big turnover. Okay, I get it. But that's not why we lost. Honestly, even if Taysom Hill don't fumble that ball, I got a feeling we still wouldn't have won that game. You know why? Because the defense, like you say, all Aaron Rodgers got to do is throw the damn deep ball. We already know, like one of the other callers said, it's either going to be a catch by Green Bay or one of the dumb defenders, defensive backs, not turning their doggone head around. It's frustrating, bro. It really is. It's frustrating to watch. It's sad. It's frustrating. I mean, I can get out there and defend better than that. I know I can. I'm not just talking on this podcast right now. I can get out there and defend better than that. What the hell is Lamar Jenkins doing?
I don't know. All I know is this. I see people in the chat talking about it's not Drew Brees' fault. Look, I'm telling you right now, like for real. If y'all look, I don't know how long people have been following the State of Saints podcast, but I'm just being 100 with you. If the Saints would have played any other team that would have had a defense they would have lost tonight by an insurmountable amount of points. I'm telling you, the Green Bay Packers defense sucks. Like, honestly, man, if it wasn't for the greatness of Alvin Kamara and his way to maneuver and shift through defenders, I'm telling y'all right now, all those people out here that's in the chat right now, there's no way in hell the Saints would have cracked 30. It wouldn't have happened.
And TJ, could I make one more point? Because I know you got to get to the other Who Dat Nation.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I need the Who Dat Nation to listen to this, because I've been thinking about this. I've been talking to my family about this. I'm gonna tell you straight out: if you put a healthy Cam Newton on this New Orleans Saints team with all these lethal weapons, Mel Gibson, Danny Glover weapons, we have lethal weapons. I'm telling you, the Saints offense will be unstoppable. Think about it. This man took the Carolina 15-1 team to a Super Bowl. Think about it. Compare the New Orleans Saints offense to that Carolina Panthers offense. Tell me who has the better offense. It ain't even close. Honestly, not even close.
Right.
No, man.
I agree with you. The truth hurts, man, and I appreciate you for calling in, man. I call back anytime, brother. Man, got a lot of people want to chime in, man, but take it easy, man. Appreciate you.
All right, take care, brother.
All right, man. We're gonna go to Justin, man. Justin, what's going on, homie?
I'm in the dark because I'm irritated because why? What I said last week, the same shit happened again. Sean Payton, Dennis Allen. What? You getting your ass beat by tight ends, then your ass beat, then I don't know what the hell was going on with the corners in. I don't know what the hell they got, what they was thinking.
Not good. They're just not good. That's what's going on with them. They're not good. They're not good. Look, I am like anybody know me, been following the State of Saints podcast, know I'm a huge Marshawn Lattimore fan. This guy, look, as much as I like him, has been playing absolute trash. Janoris Jenkins, I don't know if the trash that rubbed off on him. Nobody can cover down the field. It is amazing how teams can just throw the ball down the field, and it's just going to be a big play, rather it's pass interference or a catch. It is amazing how they just constantly. It's like plug and play. It's like no matter who's on the left side of the corner or the right side of the corner or the nickels, they gonna get beat deep. It is amazing how they do that. It's amazing.
It was 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. And PJ Williams was just looking and got that started with him too.
Right.
Started with him, then all the penalties just start flying. But another thing I saw, a couple things I saw. All right, when Andrews Peak was in, I told you I can't stand Andrews Peak what the damn, because he just a sorry ass lineman to me. When he went out, the run game picked up more and more and more when he went out. I'm sorry the boy got hurt.
Yeah.
But like I said, when Latavius Murray and Kamara eating like that, why he got a here we go. It was what? Man. It was 3rd and 2. He spread the goddamn ball out and tried to throw that little quick screen, and we had to punt the ball. All he had to do was run the ball. What's the name was eating the whole night? Right. I don't know. It's gotta be Sean Payton. It's got to be, and Dennis Allen, because the play calling is whack right now. Straight up.
Hey man, look, I don't know what it is. I really don't, but something got to change. But Justin, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you, man. Call back anytime.
All right, man.
Hey man, we're gonna move on to my guy Josh and Jesus. Josh, what's going on, homie?
Hey man, my call will be a little bit longer than the last couple, but not real long. But I just wanted to do just a few things here because I have to apologize to you for something.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I was on the opposite end of the spectrum as far as Drew Brees goes. As you, and I thought you were being really hard on him, but tonight just like woke me up and snapped me out of my sleep. And it wasn't even so much like his passes or like his bad passes or whatever. It's just that, do you remember that point where there was like 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter and in the fourth quarter, and he went 3 and out. And I just got to thinking, man, I'm getting tired of seeing Drew go 3 and out in these situations because the old Drew Brees would have never done that. But in the last 2 years, that's pretty much all he's done in those fourth quarter situations.
Right.
Is continuous go 3 and out. So I'm with you. And I mean, even the best case scenario is still basically a road to darkness because think about it. Let's say that all of this is just because the team hasn't found their chemistry, right? Let's just say that Drew Brees' play is because he hasn't found his chemistry with Sanders and the other receivers.
Right.
Even if that's the case, what's going to happen is once they find their chemistry, Drew is going to play really well for like 7 games, and then in game 10, he's going to have that drop off and play exactly the way he's playing now because he's going to get tired by the end of that season, and he's not going to be able to carry us to the playoffs. So I've changed my mind on that, man. I owe you a big one on that. You're right. I'm wrong. Anybody defending Drew Brees right now is wrong, and it's sad because he's the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. But he's just done. I will defend P.J. Williams here for an extent, and Marcus Williams. Them getting burnt tonight, that's not on them. They are not deep cover corners. They never have been deep cover corners. That's Dennis Allen's fault for trying to make him keep up downfield like that in a one-on-one situation. Like that long bomb pass from Aaron Rodgers, that was P.J. Williams on that. I believe they gave up that one, right?
Yeah.
The long bomb into the touchdown, I believe in the second quarter was that. But you can't blame PJ for that. He's not a deep ball. He doesn't have like that speed to be a deep ball corner. That's not what he was drafted for. That's not what Marcus Williams was drafted for. So that's that. But even if we put Jameson or Taysom Hill or whoever, like everybody else said, the defense, I mean, somebody made a joke last week, like I think it was that IB Cleveland guy who said, and he came in and he was pretending he was like the 2014 Saints defense, and he was like, I came back to visit y'all for a night or whatever.
Yeah.
It seems like the 2014 defense is back.
Yep.
And
yeah, Josh. I mean, if you look at this defense, man, it just seemed like it's just the same old song and dance. And I just don't get it. It seems like every time like we get a corner or a safety, rather they come from another team or we get them as an undrafted free agent or something. It's like it's the same old song and dance. It's like they go out there and they just get beat deep. I just don't get it. I just don't. I don't get it.
Before I let you go, I'm going to ask you, how do we solve this Drew Brees problem? Should we just go ahead and put Jameis in there? Is that what you would do at this point? Because this is just
I would. I would. I would. I'm sorry, Josh. I'm sorry, Who Dat Nation, but I would. The only, honestly, the only way I'm telling it, I'm being 100 right now, and you can hold me accountable for this. But I'm gonna just be real. The only way the Saints make the playoffs is if Drew Brees is not the quarterback of the New Orleans Saints. I stand by that. Because this is the thing. This is the thing, Josh. When we look at the 2015 Denver Broncos, right? We look at a decline in Peyton Manning. But what did the Denver Broncos have? They had a really good defense to combat the fact that Peyton Manning was declining. The Saints defense is horrible. So Drew Brees can't afford to be bad. He can't. He can't afford to be bad because if he is bad, then they're going to lose. He can't afford to be average because if he's average, they're going to lose. So the only way the Saints are going to make the playoffs, Drew Brees can't play. They're going to have to go with somebody else. Besides that, look, unless they about to have like this big transformation, like they about to just completely turn it around, Drew Brees, as long as he is the quarterback of the New Orleans Saints, they are not going to the playoffs. You heard it here, right? Unless they play some lights out defense and they channel their inner 2000 Baltimore Ravens or their 2015 Denver Broncos or their 1985 Bears, they're not making the playoffs. But Josh, man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. Call back anytime, brother.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
All right, take it easy, man. Hey, man, we're gonna go to Sanchez. Sanchez, what's going on, man?
What's going on, TJ? How you doing? How you doing?
Man, I'm all right, man. How you doing?
Just disappointed. Just disappointed. I think your opening comments to start off the show has pretty much put into the picture of who that nation feels tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like you said earlier in the pregame show, the icing on the cake after everybody got theirs would have been if the Saints came out prime time Sunday night back in the dome after a rough loss Monday night and came out and put a stamp on the game. And it just didn't happen.
Right.
My question to you real quick would be, one, is it time? No, not even to you, to the Who Dat Nation. Is it time? Like the last caller just said, he woke up and realized, hey, Drew Brees just ain't it. The question never was, is he just washed? You know what I'm saying? But can we finally come to terms and admit that Captain Checkdown, he ain't lost it all. He still got the mental, but the arm strength just ain't there to carry this team like it once has been.
Right.
And that is really putting a glaring hole in our game. And
well, let me just say this, man. First off, I just want to make sure I make this perfectly clear for everybody out there that think that I'm just beating up on Drew Brees. Taysom Hill fumble was basically the exclamation point for the Green Bay Packers. All right, him fumbling the football and Green Bay going ahead and getting that go ahead touchdown, because this was whoever had the last possession. You know what I'm saying? That was the person that was going to win the game. All right. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what this kind of game was. So I want to make this perfectly clear. Taysom Hill's fumble was the reason why they lost the game. But I am saying this: if the Saints would have played another team that would have had a better defense, would have had better players on defense, better linebackers, better corners, better defensive front, they would have lost this game by at least double digits. The Green Bay Packers aren't a very good football team defensively.
And to be honest,
yeah,
my bad, TJ, not to cut you off. To be honest, just piggyback on the whole Green Bay defense thing. When was the last time they really put effort into their defense?
They didn't. I mean, they trying to build through the draft. I mean, they got Preston and Zadarius Smith, which are good guys. I mean, they pretty good guys when it comes to rush of the passer, but their defense isn't good. It's not. If you honestly, like I said at the beginning of this podcast, I encourage anybody to go back and look at the Green Bay Packers defense leading to this 3-0 record that they have right now. Go back and take a look at it. Go and look, and you'll see this defense isn't good, which is why I'm telling you the 3 touchdowns by Drew Brees was smoke and mirrors. It was, man. I'm sorry. It was smoke and mirrors. There was not one touchdown by Drew Brees tonight where you just said, okay, I'll take one. The Emmanuel Sanders touchdown. That was the only touchdown tonight I can just truly say that Drew Brees earned. Everything else, basically everybody else just did what they had to do in order for them to get a touchdown.
You sure about that one, TJ? You sure about that one, TJ, to Emmanuel? Because Emmanuel did.
That was the one I'm talking about. That's the one I'm talking about, Sanchez. That's the one I'm talking about. That's the one that I feel like he earned. Everything else was just nickel and diamond. I'm sorry, folks. It is what it is, man. Like he just ain't he ain't it no more, man. I'm sorry. But Sanchez, man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for calling in. Call back anytime, brother.
Thanks for having me, bro.
All right, take it easy. All right, we got Ashley. Ashley, what's going on?
What's up? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
All right, so we all know that Drew Brees ain't it no more. We all got that, but we all know that Sean Payton ain't about to sit his ass down. So with that being said, where the hell is our defense at? Like, why are we not putting money? We putting money in all these other people for whatever reason, but we're not putting money in our defense. Like, why do we sign back PJ Williams? I don't know. I don't want to hear nothing about he ain't no deep cover. I don't want to hear none of that. It's horrible. The play calling is horrible. Like, it has to stop. This is utterly ridiculous. This makes no sense. We 3rd and 10. You know we the first down because our defense can't stop water. And you do a screenplay to Kamara. I saw that coming. I called it before he even called it. Like, you predictable. This makes no sense. I've been a fan all my life. I'm a fan of Drew Brees, and we all know he getting old. He ain't it. But we also know Sean Payton too cocky to sit his ass down. So what's our next step? What is our backup plan? Because at this point, we ain't going nowhere.
We definitely ain't going nowhere. Like, as long as like we continuously have this type of offense, this dinking and dunking, this, like I said, just matriculating the ball downfield ain't gonna cut it, you know. And once again, the matriculating the ball downfield lured his ugly head during the 2-minute drill when the Green Bay Packers had a go-ahead touchdown. 0 passes down the field, zero passes being aggressive at all, you know. And once again, it just goes back to what I was saying earlier. Drew Brees does not trust these receivers in order for them to win those 50-50 balls. It's more so about him, I don't know, padding his stats, or he just don't believe that these wide receivers are good enough in order for them to win their matchup.
Got to be, because our running game was dominating the day, and we just stopped running.
I don't get it. I just don't get it, Ashley. I do not get it. I just don't.
Dominating when we stopped running the ball. But I do want to say, DJ, I watch your show every day. I love you. I appreciate everything that you're doing, baby. Yeah. Who that? I'm a diehard New Orleans, so when you go back talking about the New Orleans streets and all that, I'm with you all the way.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely New Orleans, man. Ninth Ward, born and raised. Shouts out to everybody on Montague Street, North T. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know it. Gentilly Bound, 7 Ward, John Mack.
Hey, I stayed on a broad bus. You know what I'm saying, with the bus tickets. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Bus tickets don't know nothing about that, TJ.
Hey, they don't know nothing about it. Ashley, thank you so much.
I appreciate you, dog. Keep doing your thing.
I will. Thank you so much. You take it easy, all right?
Thank you.
All right, man. Shouts out to Ashley. We got to move on. We got Derek. Derek, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's going on, TJ? How you doing today, man?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. What you got for me?
Man, it was a rough one, but I wasn't feeling good about this game even before it started, man. Just with the Drew Brees stuff, man. And what I feel like with the defense, man, our run defense is stout, man. It's that long ball, man. And like you were saying, I'm thinking that they don't have no practice on it. In practice, because we got Captain Check down.
Yep.
But I feel like Dennis Allen need to go. Aaron Glenn need to go. You know what I'm saying? Sean lost that game today because he got too pretty and got too trying to be so slick because you're on prime time, man. You know what I'm saying? So you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? All that work AK put in for nothing, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And for the second week in a row, by the way.
Man, so it's like now, man. The defense know that Drew can't get that ball down now, so they creeping up. So they waiting for them little check downs. Them check downs now is his number one option now. It used to be their like third and fourth option, but now that's the first place he's looking. And even when he make a completed pass, the completed passes don't look good. He don't catch nobody in stride. He don't hit nobody where they can run after the catch. Everything he throw is low. You know what I'm saying? At the ground.
Yep.
People can barely catch it, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a liability now, man.
Bruh, anybody out here trying to support Drew Brees, they just living in denial, straight up. Like, for real. Anybody that's supporting Drew Brees tonight is living in denial. But you got a lot of same fans out here in denial right now. They feel like it's blasphemous for them to go at Drew Brees' neck. For real.
They want to call us fair weather friends, or we being disrespectful. I'm a Saints fan first.
Derek,
you know
Derek, I can give, like, honestly, brother, I can give not a damn about what anybody thinks about me as far as me being a Saints fan. I've been a Saints fan since 1990, straight up. My grandmother right now, I'm pretty sure anybody that follows on Facebook, y'all seen me put a picture up of my grandmother. My grandmother has been a Saints fan since the expansion, straight up. So anybody that think that I'm a fair weather fan, let's go ahead and have a quiz about the New Orleans Saints, and let's see who will win that quiz. Let's see who really is a true diehard Saints fan and who not.
They just killed me talking about we being disrespectful. No, man.
I can kill, bro.
I'm watching the game. I'm seeing what's going on, and I'm seeing a decline. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's a hot take, but if Drew was black, he probably been told him to kick. You know what I'm saying?
Well, a lot of people feel like the Saints should have had a black quarterback out there with Jameis Winston, man. But hey, Derek, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man. Call back anytime, brother.
Who that, Doc?
Who that? Hey, man, we about to move on to my guy, Hen, man. Rob, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's happening, baby? Who that? What's shaking?
Who that, Rob, man? What's going on, man? Hey, look, we talking about the game tonight, brother.
Oh, of course. I'm thinking the change is going to have to come from our team leaders. We have some guys with C's on their chests. It's time for a players-only meeting. We need to spit some honesty because I honestly believe, contrary to what some of us may be saying, I believe if Drew was in the dome tonight and COVID wasn't going on, Drew would have been booed.
Yeah.
I believe Drew would have been booed, and he needed to hear for the first time that crowd telling you, this ain't it, bruh.
No.
This ain't it. That's something that he is he's not feeling that. He's hearing it from a few reporters last week that did ask him some honest questions, but he's in denial because the fan base has been muffled by COVID.
Bruh. Look, Rob, let me check this out. Anybody that's out here once again supporting Drew Brees after this performance, you are in denial. Like, seriously. Look, I get it. Like, I promise you, I get it. We have had some dark ages in the Who Dat Nation. We have.
Yes.
We have been afraid to rock those starter jackets back in the 90s.
Yep.
We have been afraid to rock those Saints shirts in the 2000s. I get it. But at the same time, man, this ain't it.
And all of us is one of them things where I like to make sure we're giving ourselves credit, because a lot of our frustration comes from the helplessness of it. The fact that we see it clear as day.
Right.
We know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, but expecting a different result. We see it. Our DBs are in a position, obviously, where if we are third and long, everybody in the NFL knows, just throw it up. You're going to catch it or you're going to get a flag. Right. Everybody on the opposite DB, those DBs, they know Drew is not going to do anything but throw a 4-yard pass and require his receivers to give themselves a concussion by diving at the ground to catch the ball, or they have to catch it and make 9 people miss to get a first down.
Thank you.
We have here people who are no longer professionals, because you referenced it. They had professionals that got Peyton Manning to leave, first of all, and end up in Denver. They were professional enough to say, Peyton, we love you. You broke records here in Indianapolis. We're going to drop you off at the airport. People at Green Bay told Brett Favre, 16 seasons, we love what you did for us, Brett. We love you. Here's a ride to the airport. Drew Brees, on the other hand, in a city that's not smaller or bigger than Green Bay, we love them. We can't say that we love Drew Brees more than the people in Green Bay love Brett Favre, but they kicked rocks when it was time, didn't they?
Right.
This is on us, but I really am hoping, I said this last week, and my final thought is, it's going to come down to the players having a players-only meeting and put it all out there where we are not dangerous with you running things. It's that simple. You're going to have to own up to it, or this season is going to be very, very long. But for us, continue, y'all, to be unapologetic by loving your team. By you loving your team, y'all, everybody that's listening, by you loving your team, as long as we have, you have the right to critique it.
Yep.
You have the right to critique it.
Right. That's the way I feel.
That's why
I don't care. That's why I don't care. Like, I'm gonna say unapologetically, I am going to critique this team. I'm serious. Like, I don't care.
Hey,
like, people, I get hate mail all the time. I get people talking about I'm fair weather. I'm not a real Saint fan. I can care less. Okay?
Nah, man.
I can care less.
It is. We have to. You keep providing for us this accurate mirror that we're able to talk about what's really going on, but also to just kind of remind each other that we're not tripping, because a lot of us watch these games by ourselves in a room by ourselves. Y'all not tripping. The dude has lost it. He gave the thing. It's time, but it's time for these dudes to let this thing go. So that I love New Orleans. I'm not there any longer, but I know when we lose, I remember how depressing Mondays was in that. I remember walking around smelling the red beans cooking, but nobody want to talk to each other, man, whatever. Even the newscasters seem to be drove. I don't want that for my people. I want us to get back to Monday, we walked around with our head high. We laugh. I can't even laugh at the Falcons like I want to today, bro, because of Drew.
Yep. And honestly, I said at the beginning of my pregame show, the stars were aligned.
Yes.
The stars were aligned today.
Yes.
Everybody that has been the Achilles heel of the Saints' success over the past 4 years lost today in a very crescendo type fashion.
Yes.
Every time. Like the Rams, the Vikings, the Cowboys even lost.
Yeah.
And the Falcons blew it again.
Yes.
All we needed was the Saints win, and they couldn't get it done.
Hey,
but Rob, man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, man. You take it easy.
Hey,
man. Hey, you take it easy, man. Love the commentary. Hey, man, we're going to move on to Optimus Grind, man. Optimus, man, what's going on, man?
Man, what's happening, TJ, bro? What happened to the halftime show?
I gave one. It's on YouTube, and it's I don't know if it's on Facebook or not, man. I don't know why it didn't load on Facebook, but I did post one.
Yeah, I was trying to call him. I thought we was doing good first half.
Mm-hmm.
We came out running the ball. Like I said, we got, Emmanuel Sanders involved early, but we just kind of like went flat. And it's like, I hear everybody bashing Brees. I'm not coming to defend Drew Brees, but I'm not gonna put this game all on him. Like he did enough for us to win this game. The defense just didn't play as good as they should have. Like in our cornerbacks, like your boy was saying on the other podcast, he's stuck in my head. Marshawn Lattimore trash. Like he showed it this game. Like I could see how he could feel like that. Like, and I said this previously, Marshawn Lattimore is probably like one of the best cornerbacks that we had, and I agree with you on that. But he's just not consistent enough for me to put him in, like that top 5 conversation in the league. Like he's not consistent, and it's like it showed this game. Like they didn't have Devontae Adams. Just imagine how bad this game would have been if they had Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I agree.
We finally had our offensive line playing good. I feel like you said earlier, the DNA of the team, we got to run this football, man. Everybody getting over, 7 to 10 yards, averaging per carry, and it's like, why would you even throw the ball? And then, kind of to get the heat off Drew Brees, he was looking down the field. It wasn't there, and he checked it down, and Kamara was making plays. That's what I saw. I'm not gonna say that I still know that his arm strength is still suspect, but I mean I'm not gonna say he wasn't trying to get the ball downfield, but it was like all the pressure was on him to get the ball down the field, and they kind of knew that, and they secondary played good. The Green Bay Packers secondary just shut it down. Like wasn't nothing really deep. Like he missed maybe like two, 3 throws, one to the Deontay Harris on the wheel route, like you said. And I think he had one more with Traquan or Emmanuel Sanders on the post or something like that.
Emmanuel Sanders on a post, and then you had Traquan Smith, you know what I'm saying, when he was sitting like right in the middle of the field, man.
And then that's the 3. And then Deontay Harris on that wheel route where he just took the underneath route. But if he had added out to Deontay Harris on that wheel route, that would have been a touchdown.
Right.
I feel. And I mean, he not perfect, bro. Like he not perfect. He gonna read the defense. He gonna make mistakes. Like he not that prime Brees, and we all know that. But like I'm telling you, like I don't think that this game is on him. I think that the offensive line. I called the offensive line out the last couple of games because I felt like they could have played better. They did play better, but this game is definitely was on the Taysom Hill fumble. And the penalties. Like the penalties. I feel like we got a chance to win that game, if we don't get those penalties. Like that was back to back, pass interference penalties on Jenkins.
Well, I feel like this, man. The referees kind of screwed us in this game yet again. Okay, if the referees that Mercedes Lewis touchdown was a bunch of BS. All right, it was clear that he pushed off. Everybody seeing that he pushed off. The horse collar on Malcolm Jenkins, that was not a horse collar. So those were 2 plays right there that extended drives. One extended a drive, the other one allowed a touchdown. And I think even that horse collar actually ended up like causing them like 3 points. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. The referees, when you combine the referees and everything else, man, it was just I don't know, man. It's just a dumpster fire. But Optimus, man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
All right.
All right, take it easy, man. Hey, we're gonna move on, man. Hey, what's going on, man? That dude, what's going on, Robert?
What's going on, TJ? How you been, bro?
Hey, man, I'm doing all right, man. What you got for me?
I'm all right. We all know about Drew Brees, bro, and his decline, bro. So I'm not gonna go on that. But here's my problem, bro. My problem is Dennis Allen. He's been my problem for the last 3 years. The last 3 years. I'm telling you now. That's the problem right there. There's no way that our backing should be that messed up or out of position or however. I'm sorry, we got too much talent on that team for that defense to be playing the way they're playing, and that falls on coaching. Even the penalties, yeah, the coach ain't do the penalties, but he's the cause of the penalties because the coaches has put them in that position. That's just the bottom line. Our biggest mistake was when we let Mike Nolan go to the Cowboys to be their defensive coordinator, and I've been saying that for the longest. That's the problem right there. We all know about Sean Payton. He got cute. Running game was beasting. You know, Drew Brees, he refused to go downfield because, like the previous caller said, and just like everybody saw, we had Harris on that wheel route, Sanders down the sideline. It's the usual. And one play where Hill was quarterback, when Traquan made that cut, that ball should have been in his chest.
Yep.
What he do? He runs. You know, Hill, I understand. It's all good, but nah, this is coaching. This boils down to coaching.
I just don't know. I just don't know what to say anymore, man. Like honestly, it just is like the same old song and dance. These same comments that we had, you can plug and play 3 years ago. Just like I joked around at the pregame talking about the Falcons game last week, you can plug and play these same emotions and comments that we have right now 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Something's got to change, man. Something got to give. Like, honestly, something got to give, man. But Rob, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man. Call back anytime, brother.
All right, my man. Appreciate it.
All right. Man, we're going to move on, man, to Jared Poor. Man, Jared, what's going on, man?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. What you got for me?
Man, if you remember the movie The Titanic, that's exactly what I'm seeing from this team right here. Because this is not the same team that be beating up folks week after week after freaking week. And then you're going to lose not only to the Raiders last week, but you lose to the Packers on Sunday Night Football. Yep. This is ridiculous, TJ. This is sad, bruh. Very sad.
Yeah, it is. It is, Jerry. You know, I look at this team. I just look at this team. No heart, like no passion. And like I said, man, I'm sorry, but Drew Brees, he done. He done, man. I'm sorry. I know everybody loves Drew Brees, but he's done. This team cannot
I love him too, but let me quote this with the late Owen Hart used to say. Enough is enough.
It's enough, and it's time for a change.
It's time to change quarterbacks, bro. It is time because Drew Brees is 41 years old and Jameis Winston about what, 26 or 27?
Yep.
Put him in the game. Put his ass in the game and let Drew Brees sit his ass down. I mean, come on, bruh. Here we are sitting at 1-2 when we should be 2-1 right now. I mean, come on, bruh. Help me. I mean, help me, please.
Help me, please. Hey, but seriously, Jared, like, I'm sorry, man. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but as long as Drew Brees is a starting quarterback in the New Orleans Saints, and as long as this defense is playing the way that they are, the Saints aren't going nowhere. Like, I'm sorry, man. Saints ain't going nowhere.
TJ, with all that talent we got in this squad, bro, there's absolutely no way that would be 1-2 right now. And like the last caller said, Dennis Allen, his ass need to go, as well as Aaron Glenn. His ass need to go.
Yeah,
we need some replacements right now, bro, because this team is not going. You talking about somebody that's going back to the playoffs, probably gonna get knocked out again. And
I don't even think they're gonna make the playoff.
Ever see a Super Bowl? Never.
I don't even think they're gonna make the playoff. I really don't. I would be highly surprised the way that they play. No, like your defense can't stop a nosebleed, and your quarterback can't throw past 20 yards.
And
bruh, you are not going nowhere.
TJ, the worst thing about this tonight, bruh, those stupid penalties. These referees really hate our guts.
Yep, they hate us.
I'm not gonna TJ. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, bruh.
They hate us.
I'm telling you what I believe.
Look,
they hate us. Had your rant. I'm gonna give you mine.
Go ahead, man.
Because these stupid penalties, they need to stop. Because how you gonna win a game and you got these stupid penalties? I don't care if it's false start. I don't care if it's offside. I don't care if it's personal foul, horse collar, pass interference. I don't care what it is. Stop it. Stop. I mean, come on. Because this team is not gonna win games week after week, and you got these stupid penalties, and oh Lord Jesus Christ, let me go on. Let me.
Hey man, hey, look, look, those penalties, constant thing. Like I said, you combine those penalties, the defense can't stop a nosebleed, and your quarterback can't throw the ball past 20 yards. Look, I'm sorry, folks, but that is a recipe for you picking in the top 12 or the top 15 in the NFL draft. Okay, so look, I'm sorry,
well, TJ, look, I didn't mean to come on there, man.
Nah, you good, man.
But I had to come on there to get it off my chest, man, because I can't take this no more, bro.
That's what I'm here for, Jerry. That's what I'm here for, man.
I know, man, because but I had to say what's on my mind, bro, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love this team. I'm gonna love them to the day I die.
Me too.
But bro, this gotta change quick, fast, in a hurry, right now. Right away. I mean, I'm talking about now. I ain't worrying about what happened in the last 3 years. I'm worrying about now.
Yep.
So bump all that, man. I mean, let's move forward with this. Yes, I'll take a loss like a man, but bro, come on, man. We gotta start winning again, man.
Yeah, we got to, man. But like I said, right now, you know what I'm saying? Look, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are number 1 in the NFC South. So as much as we was talking about, oh man, Tom Brady got those guys poised at 2-1 right now. So, and honestly, looking at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're a better football team than the Saints right now. I hate to say it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see later down the road because it ain't gonna last long.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
It's already 3 weeks in the season. We got 13 games to go. Let's just make the best of it.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, Jerry. Thank you very much, man. Call back anytime, brother.
Anytime, TJ. You have a good night, man.
All right, you too, man. Shouts out Jerry Poor Jr., the OG of the State of Saints podcast. And also thank you very much to every referee in the NFL for the $2. He says, we can't stand y'all Saints. Screwing y'all is fun. I believe that, man, because it seems to me like, you know, the screw job is definitely in. Man, let's go down and look at some of these stats right here, man. I got the stats right here on my phone. I got Drew Brees, 21 of 32, 283 yards, 8.8 yards per play, 8.8 yards per play. Hold on, 8.8 yards per play. You got Alvin Kamara, 6 carries, 58 yards, 9.7 yard average. You got Latavius Murray, 12 carries, 58 yards, 4.8 yards per rush. Case in point, they should have started running the football. Okay, you throw the ball 36 times and you run the ball 20 times. Do I need to say that Sean Payton is a moron? Moving on, though, we got Who Dat Davis, man. What's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, what's going on, TJ, man? Look, I was just cut straight to the point. I kept my expectations low because I had a feeling this would end up happening. We're not as bad as Atlanta getting away 15-point leads back-to-back weeks. I'll still hold it over their head until the day I die. I don't give a shit. But with that being said, I was literally just over in the Who Dat in a Who Dat Nation group on Facebook having this same discussion. The stats won't show it, but those like Drew Brees' stats came from two major places. One was Alvin Kamara's, like all Alvin Kamara on that touchdown run. That's all Alvin Kamara. I don't care what anybody says. And in a big part, Eric McCoy, he got down that field. So that's that. And towards the end, that's like garbage time yards. Like I don't care nothing about that. I understand the love for Drew Brees. I am a big Drew Brees fan, but I'm a Saints fan more. You're not like defensive coordinators are understanding the entire identity of this offense. They are accounting for Alvin Kamara going out into the flat, and they're accounting for slants over the middle and out routes. You need to dial it up. You have to take your shots down the field, and there have been some play calls that tailor to that. There was a deep post over the middle to Emmanuel Sanders that Drew Brees didn't pull the trigger on. There was a wheel route to Deontay Harris that Traquan Smith set up a perfect pick on that could have set up a good touchdown pass or a pass down to the one, and he didn't pull the trigger on that. There was a in route to Traquan Smith with Taysom Hill taking the snap, and Taysom Hill didn't get the ball in his hands. He instead tucks it and runs. There is a clear lack of trust in these receivers, and some people are trying to figure out why aren't these receivers making plays? What do you expect them to do when the quarterback does not trust them enough to make plays when it counts? We did not see Emmanuel Sanders till the end of the first half when he caught that 13-yard touchdown, which was the longest pass so far Drew Brees has thrown in that entire game. So I don't want to hear nothing about his entire stats, his completion percentage. I am watching the game with my own eyes. You are not win that game if you are throwing it less than 15 yards down the field because defensive coordinators are stacking the box. They are having these safeties play aggressive. They are having these corners play aggressive. And right now, offensive coordinators and head coaches are picking on our boy Janoris Jenkins because there are not enough corners there are not enough corners for them to rotate out and keep Janoris Jenkins fresh. And we see it in his sloppy play in the second half. That man is gassed. He is playing sloppy. We need to find a way to help that man out. That's why I think they're hosting Ken Crawley and think they're bringing him back. His familiar face. I know, right? I'm scratching my head on that too. Hey, I know. I'm trying to make sense of it. But that's where I'm at with this. I think that's why they're looking at potentially bringing back Ken Crawley to be the rotational piece for Janoris Jenkins. So Patrick Robinson and fucking Ken Crawley. But at the end of the day, these refs didn't do us any favors. Horse call that wasn't even a horse call tackle. A pass interference call on Taysom Hill that wasn't even a pass interference call. A offensive pass interference call on Lewis, the tight end, that was not called when it should have been called. That ended up going for a touchdown. I do not understand what these refs are looking at in real time, but they need to be looked at seriously because this cannot keep happening. But knowing Roger Goodell, that's never going to happen. But at the end of the day, refs or no refs, we can't leave it in the refs' hands to dictate how a game should go. It is lack of discipline. I don't care if there are less than 10% fans in the stands. If that ball is not being snapped, you have to watch for the hard count. Derek Carr did that to y'all in week 2. So y'all should have been prepared for that in week 3 because Aaron Rodgers is one of the best at getting people to jump off sides. Dennis Allen should have accounted for that, but he didn't. I don't understand why he did it, but the fact of the matter is he did it. He caught Demario Davis. He caught Cameron Jordan. He almost caught Malcolm Roach and Trey Hendrickson. At the end of the day, it's a lack of discipline on the defensive side of the ball. They need to have some discipline, especially against a team like, I guess, the Lions, who are going on the road to playing next week. their record does not tell the entire story. That team plays with heart. When they will play you all 4 quarters. So if you do not come prepared to be on top of your game, we are going to be seeing a 1-3 Saints team become the next 7 days, and that is a frustrating statistic to look at. Personally, right now, if Drew Brees has a bad performance next week, I'm honestly going to be advocating hard for this team to put in Jameis Winston. I know he's coming into this team with this type of offseason with no OTAs, no preseason, but at least he's not scared to take a shot down the field when he sees there is a chance for them to come down with the ball. Because that's what we need. We need to be able to stretch the field. We're not stretching the field enough, and we're paying for it. Our defense is paying for it. The offense has to cut the defense out because they're on the field like majority of the time compared to the offense. I think the time of snaps is like 2-1, maybe even 3-1 when I'm looking at it.
Yep. I mean, look, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand your frustrations. I 100% agree with everything you said. Ain't nothing for me even to comment on who that Davis. Real talk, man. I mean, I'm just over it. Like, I'm just over it. I really am. You know, the same issues that have been plaguing this team seem to rear their ugly head every single time, and I'm just over it. But I appreciate it, man. You call back anytime, brother. Love the analysis. All right, man. Take care. Yeah, each one teach one, and Iceman T, man, give me a call back, man. I appreciate it, man. Sorry about that, but yeah, man. Who that Davis had an interesting point, man. I mean, he touched on everything. I ain't even need to comment. This team right here is not a good football team. They play the Detroit Lions next week, and right now, you know, I mean, why would you expect for them to win against the Detroit Lions the way that they've been playing? They look horrible. TJ, is this simple. 2017, our Saints couldn't cover deep balls. 2018, the refs hate us. 2019, Drew can't throw the deep ball. 2020, all of the above. We see it, and we can't do anything. Tim, thank you very much for the $10. I 100% agree with you. Can't get the ball down the field. Can't cover. I'm just over it, man. I'm just over it. Between Sean Payton only calling one guy's number, between Drew Brees not trusting his receivers downfield, not pushing the ball down the field, bruh. I've watched. I got the NFL Red Zone, Who That Nation. So you know it flicks from game to game. And I'm watching quarterbacks throw the ball down the field and trusting his receiver to come down with the ball. Now, do the receivers come down with the ball all the time? No. Sometimes the pass is deflected. Sometimes it's interceptions. But at least they trust their players. Drew Brees, all he wants to do is just nickel and dime the ball down the field. That's all he wants to do. He just wants to nickel and dime the ball down the field. Oh, we've got to control the time of possession. Or we got to make sure, like, bruh. I'm over this. I'm serious, man. I'm over this. I'm going to be a Saints fan till the day I die. But anybody out here that's thinking that Drew Brees is going to lead the Saints to a playoff or Super Bowl, please tell me what grade of weed you smoking. Please tell me what grade of weed you smoking. Are you smoking the one they give to cancer patients? Or are you giving a one that they actually sell in the hood called Reggie? Please tell me what you smoking, because it isn't happening. Moving on, man. Smokeless, what's going on, man?
What's good, TJ?
Hey, what you got for me?
Hey, man, you caught it. You caught it. You caught it. You caught it. You caught. I mean, you like Luke Kuechly out there at this point. Like, you caught every play. Like,
Hey, man, look, I'm just being honest, man. People got mad at me for saying that the Packers were going to win this game, but everything indicated that the Packers were going to win, and they did. So what you got for me, man?
Hey, man, all I got to say, Dennis Allen got to go. Aaron Glenn, I don't know what he be teaching. P.J. Williams, he talking about P.J. Williams, Swiss Army knife this, Swiss Army knife that. He can guard everybody. they probably taking a Reggie. I don't know what they taking.
bro. Low grade. They gotta be. You know what I'm saying? It's messing
They
with
have
their
to be.
brain. It's messing with their brain cells because clearly anybody that's thinking that Drew Brees gonna lead, Drew Brees can lead this. Honestly, man, Drew Brees can lead the Saints to water if it was raining outside right now. The way that he's playing, seriously. And I love Drew Brees, but it is what it is. Smokeless, man, what you think about the game overall, man? What do you think the Saints got to do to change? I guess these
Like
2 straight losses.
the offense, I don't know at this point because Drew Brees is getting predictable at this point. It's either a check down or a screen pass because the man can't even throw damn near at least 20 yards down the field or something. So in the defense, Dennis Allen is just I really cannot explain it, TJ.
Pathetic.
I just
pathetic.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic.
Smokeless. But man, but I appreciate it, man. Call back anytime, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We're gonna move on to each one teach one. Each one teach one. What's going on, man? Each one teach one. Are you there?
Marshawn Lattimore is trash.
Anything else? I guess are you there? All right. Each one teach one. They're having some reception issues, man. We're gonna move on to Derek. Derek, what's going on, man?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. What you got for me?
Man, bro, I think we need to pay attention to this, man. We didn't have a good game today, but I really want the Saints to focus on, man, and the Saints fans to focus on. We can't forget what Drew Brees said this offseason. And I really don't feel like personally he won back the entire locker room. What he said about the flag. And I remember I looked on Undisputed and I listened to Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. Now I remember Shannon Sharp had said, he said, remember now, he said, the Saints locker room ain't gonna, they'll forgive him, but they ain't gonna forget what he said. And the locker room will never be the same. You know how the locker room is very important. That's very important, man. And I said, going into it, I said, man, they got some people that's gonna ride with him, and they got some players, bro, that's still sitting at the back of their mind. For real. So I had to take that into account.
I ain't think of it like that, man. He might have something there. He might have something there, Derek. But I don't know, man. Like I don't know what they have to do with them playing with pride, but it might have something to do with it. But man, looking at that defense, looking at this offense with the play calling, man, it's just absolutely pathetic, man. I must admit. You got anything else for me, man?
Yeah, how it's looking, man. I think we need to start Jameis, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I hate to say that, bro. I hate to say that, man, but it look like we might have to start Jameis Winston, man. You know, Jameis, he ain't afraid to take shots down the field. And Drew Brees look like he just want to keep throwing short dog and after short dog. And man, we just can't do that, man. And we ain't gonna win games like that. And to be honest, personally, man, I don't want to hear about, you know, some Saints fans to say, well, you know, we ain't have Michael Thomas. Well, that's true. And Aaron Rodgers didn't have Devontae Adams, and he still managed to win the game. So, I mean, we just have to be real about it, man, and just have to face the facts, man. He can't throw the ball downfield no more.
Nope, he is over, man. I'm sorry. Like people don't want to admit it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for us to say that our heroes don't have it anymore, but he just don't have it no more, Derek. Hey, man, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Call back anytime. All right. Hey, man, we're going to move on to Earl. Earl, what's going on, man?
What's going on, TJ?
Hey, man, what you got for me?
Oh, man. I hate that I end up having to make the say the ammunition of this whole situation is I believe that Sean needs to end up just go ahead and pull the trigger and go ahead and bench Drew Brees. I understand Drew Brees is end up at the point that he's showing his age as it is right now. It's fair to say that you might as well go ahead and pull the trigger, start Jameis Winston as we speak right now, because if you let this whole progression goes down the way to the whole obligation to that, won't know what could really happen. Right. Every time we have penalty issues going from left And right then and there, everybody should have known how this game was supposed to be and knowing that we needed this game from the beginning with. Now, what ticks me off with that is that how do you let too many penalty yardage goes down like this only in the first 3 weeks of the season?
Right.
Now, I never let nobody predict how the Saints end up will go right then and there. I understand this. Everybody should have known that we're not that good in the month of September. But when it comes down to the months of from October all the way to the month of December here, when it's close to playoff time right then and there, that's when we end up short right then and there. But as far as from the way I'm looking at the season right now, and I watched the entire game from start to finish, it's the freaking penalty yardage.
Right.
If you don't tone down those penalty yardages in that game, want to know what's really going to happen, TJ?
What's that?
Dennis Allen is going to be fired if he end up let their defense end up playing abysmal like this here. It is unacceptable.
Unacceptable. I agree with that, man. Look, I pretty much said what I had to say as far as this game. I mean, I'm at a loss for words right now, man. Earl, man, I appreciate it, man. Hey, keep up the good work with your podcast, man, doing your thing, man. I appreciate you for calling in. Call back anytime, brother.
All right, TJ. We'll talk
take it
again.
easy, man. And we'll. Yeah, man. Shouts out to Earl, man. Y'all check him out, man. Earl, I forgot to mention this. Plug your podcast if you're listening, man. Put it in the chat. But after the game, Drew Brees spoke to the media. I'm gonna go ahead and play that for y'all real quick, man, so y'all be able to hear it. This is Drew Brees speaking to the media.
Taysom, the fumble seemed to kind of change the rhythm for the rest of the game there.
Yeah, I mean, of course, that was a huge stop by the defense. We got the ball at midfield. I think we all felt really good that we were going to go down and get points, hopefully a touchdown and kind of seize control of that game. So, it's unfortunate that it happened at that time. But, man, Taysom is such a conscientious guy, and he's such a great football player, and he does so much for us. It's, it's at times that's part of the game, and you got to rally, you got to bounce back.
Next question is from Jeff Duncan.
Hey, Drew, why have you all struggled to get the ball down the field? Are defenses just defending you all a certain way and you're taking what they're giving you, basically?
Yeah, we called a couple shot plays today, and unfortunately we just got, again, bad looks. I think I got sacked on one. And then actually, ironically, the second one was the one where I threw it to Alvin Kamara, and he went 52 yards for a touchdown. So I don't care how far I have to throw the ball down the field. My job is to make good decisions. I'm not going to force it. If it's not there, check it down, put it in the hands of our playmakers, and let them do what they do.
Next question is from Luke Johnson.
Drew, kind of in that same vein, has the coverages you've seen been different since Mike has been out? It seems been carving differently than you had seen previously.
For the most part today, they just played us real soft. They played us real soft. So we ran the ball well. We checked it down underneath well. I thought we were really efficient and ran the ball well too. I'd say, if we're being sticklers about ourselves, the difference was, I think in the red zone, we had 4 red zone possessions and had 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals. So in a game like this against a really good opponent, a really good offense on the other side of the ball, you just have to take advantage of those opportunities and try to get touchdowns as opposed to field goals.
Next question is from Mike Triplett.
Do you recall a game where you could just put the ball in a player's hands like Alvin and good things were happening repeatedly like that?
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's a special football player. He rattled off that big run early on, and then obviously the check down that turned into a 52-yard touchdown. It's nice when you got a weapon like that you just get the ball in his hands in space, and he's tough to tackle, and it's kind of a human highlight reel.
And then with Emmanuel Sanders, I know you talked about trying to get in a rhythm, new player. Did that start something really good at the end of the second quarter? And
Yeah.
Do you think you guys
Listen, I
still
still think we can do a better job of getting the ball in his hands, and that goes for some other guys too. Obviously you've got these guys that can do a lot of things, and throughout the course of the week, you're always kind of waiting to see how defense is going to play you. So you have a lot of volume in the plan. And then it's really not until you get to the game that you know what's going to work and really what you're going to hang your hat on. But there's no doubt that, you have a guy like Emmanuel Sanders, man, you want to get the ball in his hands. Traquan Smith, Jared Cook, Alvin Kamara, and so many others, there's only so many balls to go around. But at the same time, I think just, our ability to be super efficient, my ability as a quarterback, to make sure that the open guys are getting the balls, and on time and in rhythm. And, that's really what executing the offense is all about.
Next question is from Luke Johnson.
Drew, just as a veteran leader on the team, how do you guys balance being confident that you guys can find whatever you're missing so far with also kind of having a sense of urgency of getting things back on track?
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunately, we've had 2 games in a row now where, these haven't been our best performances. I think both sides of the ball, there's plenty of things that we know we need to work on. The penalties is still a black eye. It was last week. It was again this week. Obviously taking care of the football, I think we pride ourselves on being a team that really takes good care of the football and takes it away. And then just taking advantage of opportunities. Some of those red zone opportunities, some of those opportunities to sustain drives and keep drives going. Man, that's complimentary football. I think special teams has been solid. But, man, all those things work together, and that's what helps you get victories.
Next question is from Jeff Duncan.
Drew, are you surprised that you all have been kind of starting a little slow here? The fact that you all have so many players back from a year ago, your coaching staff's intact. I thought this might be an advantage for you all this weird offseason because you all have so much continuity. Yet it seems like both sides of the ball a little out of sorts.
Well, I think, listen, if you're a veteran player in this league, you know that you're not guaranteed anything from year to year. You got to come out, you got to earn it, each and every time out. And I think, obviously, based on the last 2 losses in consecutive weeks, I think, we have to take a hard look at what we're doing, how we're doing it, and we need to be doing it better, bottom line. And, be as efficient as we possibly can, create a great sense of urgency. Listen, I love our team. I love the way we work. I love the way we prepare. But there's obviously some things that need to be corrected so that we can get back on the winning track.
Hey, man, so that was our quarterback, Drew Brees, after the 37-30 loss against the Green Bay Packers. I don't know, man. A lot of lip service, a lot of politicking there, in my opinion. He's saying that he ain't going to throw the ball down the field, doubling down on the fact that he checking down. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know, man. Look, if you want to continuously check the ball down, you think that's going to get the ball into the end zone, so be it. I even saw him, like, when the question was asked, he said that what did he say? He said we had a couple of looks and one of them ended up turning into a check down to Alvin Kamara for a touchdown. Like, okay, what if I would have passed the ball down the field, we wouldn't have got this touchdown? But bruh, it's over. It's over, man. It's over. I'm over this, man. Look, the Saints are going to be taking on the Detroit Lions next week. They're playing in Detroit. Hopefully the Saints can actually get this victory. Are they playing in Detroit? I don't know, man. I'm kind of just combobulated right now, man. I'm just so tired of the same old song and dance. Okay, yeah, they playing in Detroit, 1:00. I'm gonna read a little bit of the comments here. I'm checking down Chucky. Yeah, man, check down Charlie all day. Politicking Drew, is he running for mayor? I think so. You seen how he was like, well, if I would have threw the ball downfield, if I would have checked it down to Alvin Kamara, it wouldn't have been a touchdown. Man, knock it off, dude. Like, knock it off. It's over, bro. Like, everybody can see this. Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder can see that y'all boys aren't good offensively right now. All right. So, I don't know. It's only a couple weeks. I'm telling you, like, we can, 2 things can happen here. 2 things can happen here, folks. One, the Saints can turn the corner and they can play well offensively. And Drew Brees can, be taking shots down the field, which I highly doubt, because to me, it sounds like To me, it seems like he cares more about his stats than being aggressive offensively. Or he can go ahead and continuously be checked down Charlie, and the Saints going to continuously lose games, and they can bring somebody else in. So, there's only the way that this can change outside of Drew Brees if the defense just starts to get like really, really good. That's the only way. That's the only way the Saints can turn the corner, because Drew Brees is not going to change who he is. He's not. He's not going to change who he is. Me personally, I don't think Sean Payton has the huevos to sit Drew Brees down and say, Drew, we're going to go in a different direction. He doesn't have the guts to do that, okay? So it's the only way we can get away from this and avoid Drew being checked down Charlie is the fact that the defense has to end up being the 85 Bears, 2000 Ravens, 2003 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or the 2015 Denver Broncos. And I highly doubt that is going to happen, folks. So strap in, enjoy the ride. I don't have anything else to say, man. I'm sorry, folks. I wish I had some answers for you tonight, but I don't. I'm not going to sit up here and talk X's and O's. I think it's pretty much self-explanatory. The Saints can't stop a nosebleed. They can't stop passes downfield. They can't get pressure on the quarterback for some apparent reason. We still seeing a nickel and diamond down the field. Drew don't trust the receivers. Sean Payton not calling enough players numbers, in my opinion. And when he does call that number, Drew Brees is not getting in the ball. So what else does need to say, man? Honestly, I don't want to waste any more of your time like the Saints wasted our 3 hours of our life, doing that same old thing that got them beat last week. But I want to say thank you very much for tuning in to the State of the Saints podcast. Be sure to check out the State of the Saints podcast on Twitter. Check us out on Twitter at State of Saints. Follow yours truly. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com, search the State of the Saints podcast. And also, facebook.com, search the State of the Saints podcast. And before I go, it is time to announce the winner that will receive the free mask, the free State of the Saints podcast mask. So I want to give a special shout out to Carter Evans. Carter Evans, who sent the inbox to me on Facebook, facebook.com. Congratulations, my friend. You have won the State of the Saints podcast mask courtesy of maskmarket.com. But don't be discouraged, folks. Don't be discouraged. You can win the State of the Saints podcast mask again next week. We're going to be having the same competition. So just like Carter, you can win the mask next week. All you have to do is go to iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, subscribe to the State of the Saints podcast, snapshot the picture, and you'll enter an opportunity to win a custom-made State of the Saints podcast mask from the sponsor of the State of the Saints podcast, maskmarket.com. You all take care. Thank you so much. Make sure you get some sleep tonight. Hopefully nobody had to go to the hospital because of high blood pressure, having a heart attack or stroke, watching these Saints. And like always, all I got to say is